it's so funny. The singles were Rauka. The biggest singles were Rauka and Mfalme. The biggest songs in church were Akonami and Monzamusho, which we never even did a music video for. Yeah. So that was the story for
nice.
Mfalme.
Monzamusho.
Monzamusho. The Monzamusho is not a fully Kanjii original. It existed before, but I think we wrote the part that is now maybe the signature of the song. So Monzamusho is originally a guy called George Dulo, and it was a chapel song. He wrote it for chapel, Nairobi Chapel, and I always loved it. I was like, man, and George Dulo, heck of a songwriter, like wrote some really good church songs. But when I first heard it, I was like, man, who wrote this song like this? Then I was like, oh man, it's a guy for here. And I really loved it. So when we got to this project, I always tried to figure out how to get that song on our project. I'd always try and figure out how I was going to get it.
Didn't work for stories, for sure.
And it did. Yeah. We put it on the Nairobi Chapel project back in the day. But then I was like, oh, finally. And I remember being with Aaron RK, and I was like, man, I really want to do this song. And so we worked on it. And then RK was like, man, this song doesn't have a chorus. I was like, what do you mean doesn't have a chorus? It has a chorus. And what you meant, it didn't have a hook. And so RK actually wrote the hook of Mfalme. Sorry, of Monzamusho. Jina lako ni Jehova, 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 which is now the song.
Yeah,
you know, wewe ndiwe Bwana.
Wow.
Bwana. Yep. And that's how that actually came about. Yeah.
Another favorite of mine.
So you
of
see,
this
there's a
album.
story for that
Yeah,
one.
it was a good story. I like it. Wewe Unami. Another. I feel like that one, and like you know the way an album has hidden gems.
Yeah, that's one
a
of the
hidden
ones.
gem.
Yeah, I've always felt really good about that song. I just never knew what to do with it. And it was, it's in the album, so I did what I could with it. But yeah, that song, the origin. So I reached out to a friend who had contributed a couple of songs to the Mavuno Worship Project. Ombi and Zaka Zaka.
Whoa.
The writer for Ombi and Zaka Zaka, the principal writer, Aurora and I added to it. The principal writer was a guy called Kevin Kanyotu.
I interviewed his dad.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, famous Lee Kanyotu no. What is his dad?
Senior Kanyotu.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Liz is bro.
Liz, bro.
So anyway, so Kevin, so I reached out to him and I was like, and I think it was almost one of the last songs, probably the last song of the project. And I can't remember. I think we did have already the music, and he came up with Unami.
Oh yeah. Maji yake yanifariji, fikira zinapozidi, wewe unami, wewe unami. Msalaba ndio daraja, navuka niandame Jehova, wewe unami, wewe unami. Atembea nami, anishika mkono, kivuli chake chanizunguka. Atembea nami, anishika mkono, kivuli chake chanizunguka. Oh, wewe unami, wewe unami, wewe unami, wewe maji yake yanifariji, fikira zinapozidi, wewe unami, wewe unami. Msalaba ndio daraja, navuka niandame Jehova, wewe unami, wewe unami. Atembea nami, shika mkono, kivuli chake chanizunguka. Atembea nami, shika mkono, kivuli chake chanizunguka. Wewe unami, oh, kwa shida,
Wow.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Another one that I heard you say was written by was Akonami.
Akonami, that one I called Chris, and I was like, Chris, I need a song, and that song, I'd say that's one of the songs that came fully cooked. Like, I don't think we added a thing. It was just production, and even his production idea was very along a path that we liked. So that one, we literally just took it, recorded it, fully written by Chris, and that song, I think, ended up being more than Mfalme Mkuu. And it's so funny. The singles were Rauka. The biggest singles were Rauka and Mfalme Mkuu. The biggest songs in church were Akonami and Monzamusho, which we never even did a music video for. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So and the thing is, at that point, my thinking around do stuff that feels pop but can be sung in church. I think that was also a really good blending of that time, where, like, you know, Akonami, you know, is a full church song. You know, we did the video with Talk Tukuza Choir and all of that, but at the same time it's still a groove. It's still, you know, yeah. So, and yeah, man. So that was the Rauka project, man. That was a great eye opener for me. Yeah.
And that one, the acceptance. I mean, it even stories per se, you couldn't perform it in church.
Yeah.
In terms of the fit.
Yeah.
can
Stories was literally almost like the culmination of my artist,
Yes.
just me as an
That's-
artist career. Yeah.
This was
Yeah.
the birth of the worship musician.
I think I wore a vest for the concert. Last time I wore a vest on stage.
That's dope. Hey, hold on, I have to say this one.
Yeah.
There's a song somebody else wrote, the last song on the album,
Dude, I don't know what the last one on the album is.
Still Waiting.
Still waiting.
Is it Still Waiting? What song did Joji write?
Oh, no, George Kagwe wrote. If you show me the Nini discography, I'll show you.
With this one.
Yeah, that's the song that Joji wrote. yeah. And again, I was just trying to go search for ideas and find different people who might have a different approach to songs than I would. And so I don't know if we had a track or if Joji just sent like a voice note or whatever. Then we just built up on it, yeah.
What did that album do for you? I feel like it reintroduced you.
It did. It definitely reintroduced me. I think it I don't know if it rebranded me, but I think added a nuance or an angle to my brand, which was, that, yeah, I'm just a homely guy, man. And I think that was super, super vital, man, because now I had stuff that I could take anywhere in this country. And people would vibe with it. And so I think it gave me some really good handles into just Kenya proper. Because I think in Nairobi you can be in a little bubble, and us guys were in that bubble for sure.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Neno lako nitazingatia, ni wewe nitategemea, nifiche kwako.
Okay. In line with this, and maybe this guys, unfortunately, again, as you can clearly see, time is moving.
It's getting dark.
It's actually getting dark. We've been here for morning. But I just want us to start. You don't have to give the full story.
Yeah.
But because you mentioned Safaricom Live.
Yeah.
Before Safaricom Live.
Yeah.
When does your relationship with Safaricom start?
So
just give us maybe,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, relationship with Safaricom, as far as I remember,